Hello everyone, my name is Ajibola Akamo and I am an investment analyst for Nairametrics, and this is Crypto on the Go. Crypto on the Go is where I give you guys a summary of what is happening in the world of cryptocurrencies for the week. So this week we have some very interesting topics to look at. First one that we'll be looking at is majorly about Bitcoin's price action this week. There's been a lot of price movements in Bitcoin. We'll be looking at Coinbase's results. They released their full year, fourth quarter full year results, and we'll be looking at that. We're looking at Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity surpassed $4 billion in NFT sales, which is and also very significant news to look at. And lastly, we'll be looking at Theta. Theta released their quarterly assurance report, and Theta is the company behind the stablecoin USDT. So let's dive right into it. So at the beginning of the week, Bitcoin started trading at $40,000 per coin, but it's quite significant because yesterday, especially Thursday, um, Russia invaded Ukraine, and that really affected the price of cryptocurrencies. And it was more of a love hate price action. So the hate part was because Bitcoin's price fell below 35,000 quickly in the morning of Thursday. That is the beginning of the London session, and towards the end of the Asian session, beginning of the London session, Bitcoin fell below 35,000 to trade around 34,000 to 80. And then now the shift we saw was towards the end of the trading session. We saw that there was a very quick recovery. Bitcoin towards the end of the New York session slash the beginning of the Asian session for Friday, we saw Bitcoin trade as high as $40,000. I mean, Bitcoin gained more than $5,000 within that space. And that is a very significant price action we've seen. But although this is the cryptocurrency space, price actions like this tend to happen all the time. But it was exacerbated because of the the effects of Russia invading Ukraine. The next news I'll be talking about is Coinbase's financial report. So Coinbase was able to generate $6.8 billion in 2021, which is up over 500%, because Coinbase generated about 1.09 billion in 2020, which is very significant, very good. And a key factor for this news is fourth quarter performance. In the fourth quarter, Coinbase generated its highest revenue. And when Coinbase generated its highest revenue in the fourth quarter of the year, they generated about approximately $2.5 billion in the fourth quarter of the year. And this is very significant because Coinbase is one of the top cryptocurrency exchange by transaction volume. And looking at the composition of the revenues, its total revenue, the 6.8 billion generated, the firm basically retail clients of the firm accounted for 94% of the revenue generated, while the remaining 6% was generated by institutional clients, right? So that shows that there's a lot of retail volume. And also the quarter in question, don't forget, Bitcoin hit an all-time high of $68,000 plus in November of 2021. So that would have been part of the reasons why Coinbase was able to generate so much transaction revenue within that period. Another news I'll be looking at is Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity is a very popular play to earn platform that in the cryptocurrency world, the play to earn platform is where you come, you play the game in question, whatever the game is, and then you earn revenue, you earn cryptocurrency for that game that you can change for real cash. So Axie Infinity is native token, the AXS, and they have their in-game currency for trading, which is the in-game currency that you earn for battling and playing the game, because the Axie Infinity game is like a Pokemon-like game. That is the Sweet Love Potion, the SLP. So aside from these two tokens, Axie Infinity also sells its characters, or the in-game characters as NFTs. And aside from the in-game character, they also sell lands as NFTs. They also do a lot of things. They have a lot of tokenization that has been done to the platform to give you the gaming economy. So it's so significant because NFT has surpassed $4 billion in all-time NFT sales, and they generated this from 1.9 million traders and a total of 14.5 million sales. This is the second highest in the NFT space in terms of all-time NFT sales. Another news we'll be going to, very significant news, is Tether. Now, Tether is the company behind USDT, and USDT has been in so many controversies in the year, that type of thing. And because of the controversies, Theta, in February of 2021, they were fined $18.5 million in a court case settlement with the New York Attorney General. And a lot of people raise concerns about Coinbase not having enough access to back the actual cash that it is in the what's it called, that is being circulated in the cryptocurrency space. So because of this, as part of their settlement, Theta, sorry, agreed to release a quarterly assurance report, which will detail all their holdings and put it out there for everybody to be able to see every quarter. So the latest assurance or the assurance reports that Tether actually released revealed that um, Tether's commercial paper holdings now currently stands at 24.2 billion. This is down 21% from 30.5 billion in the previous quarter, which is the third quarter. This is its fourth quarter result assurance report. Now, this is very, very significant because Theta, so many controversies, so many inside, what's it called, people spilling conspiracy theories and all that. And this is because of people are doubting whether or not Theta is backed. And the reduction in the commercial paper holding is very, very significant because there were rumors that Theta was actually involved, was actually issuing and what's it called, got its commercial paper from Evergreen, the Evergreen crisis, where that Chinese organization was unable to pay back its loan, it was able to meet up with its loan repayment. So people believe that part of the commercial papers, what is it called, Theta is holding, is actually from Evergreen, and Theta is not able to recover it because Evergreen has been defaulting on their payments. So from this on, I'll move on to my recommendations. So like I said last week, I'm not going to be doing buy, sell, and hold, but I'll just do recommendations based on what is happening on on these particular cryptocurrencies that I'll be recommending. So the first one is XRP. The case is drawing to an end, and like I said last week, because of the new discoveries and the introduction of these two new documents that actually states that Ripple did not know that the SEC classified it as a security, but rather it was actually classified as a token, is pointing to the fact that XRP is likely going to win the case. So this is the time for you to, look into XRP and see whether or not it's worth investing in. The other two tokens I'll be recommending to you guys to look at is Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is because there has been an increase in whale activity. And what do I mean by this? Whales have been buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, especially in this month of February. In December and January, we saw that whales were actually reducing their holdings. That's why we saw a lot of price volatility in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin fell from its all-time high of 58k and 68k, sorry, and came down to as low as 32k in January. So now we are seeing an uptick in whale buying, which could also be another factor that prompted Bitcoin to also rally yesterday from below 34,000 quickly back to 40k. So those are the recommendations I'm going to be making for you guys. And that's the end of it, really. You guys please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our pages, Nairametrics, all over Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and also our YouTube page also. Subscribe to it, please. We need your support so that I can keep the show going. And that's it from me. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much.